Warning: listening may result in hurt feelings, blocked stylists, and unbooked clients. Fuck That Formula podcast contains bold opinions, industry confessions, fun, foolishness, and a whole bunch of fuckery. So enjoy the damn show.
So fast. All right. Let's go. We sleepy.
We sleepy. It's church is open.
Waterburger. Ain't nothing open this time of night but legs and Waterburger. With the eye.
Right.
Hey. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Fuck That Formula podcast, the Ross Beauty podcast in these internet streets. We're your hosts.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Valerie. And this week's episode is brought to you by the non-licensed peoples who water down this industry. That's what it's brought to you by.
Who and what is watering down the hair industry?
The people who ain't got no damn license to water down this industry. Shit, that's who it is.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Goddamn TikTok influencers, YouTube University. That's the shit that's watered down this industry. That's what it is. That's what it is. It's celebrity hair care products, and I'm not saying that they're not going to be good products. I'm not going to point out one brand, but what I'm going to say is, how in the fuck do you guys buy products because a celebrity put their name on them, but this hairstylist who is using quality professional products on your hair, you won't dare buy products from her? Make that make sense. Yeah, make that shit make sense. I'm going to clock that shit. Make that make sense, though. Just think about it. You will go and spend hundreds of dollars buying, these celebrities because their name is on it and everything else. But your stylist that actually offers retail, that sells products on the shit that actually works on your hair that you use, you won't buy it from her.
Oh, that's deep. That's deep. That's deep right there. Damn, she came out.
I'm just saying, think about that shit. That shit, you don't know how that's going to do your hair. Real. I'm telling you what's working on your hair, but you won't use that shit.
That's right and real and right.
You won't.
Real and right.
I'm trying to tell you what to do to your hair at home, but your influence on TikTok and told you to do some other shit. Now you over here cold washing, got a goddamn clay. You done pull bananas and avocados and shit out your kitchen sink, trying to do a mask and shit, girl.
Yeah. Definitely watered it down. I feel like the cosmetology boards have watered.
Oh, cosmetology schools have watered it down.
Cosmetology schools have watered it down. The boards have watered it down because I feel like whether you're a braider, whether you're
loctician, whatever you are,
I think that you should have to not only just be trained and sign this paper saying that you did this. No, you need to go to classes just so you can learn the
fucking sanitation,
all the things. You can learn all the things like fair.
Because in cosmetology, you're supposed to be learning about the makeup of hair, the history, the makeup of hair, the skin, the bones, and the face. Like you learn about all of that, the skeleton of the body. Like you learn about all of this shit. And when you are a loctician or a braider, if you don't have to be licensed, you're missing the whole concept of hair. You know what I'm saying?
And so it is necessary that you learn those things because you also, which some schools don't go in depth about, but
these motherfucking schools
the whole business aspect, the whole learning how to manage and work with all the textures of the hair and so on and so forth. Like there are things that you really have to go into depth with that they're missing out on, that they don't understand. Yeah, it's. I feel like the board has watered a lot of it down, allowing it to be so microwave.
You just anybody can just jump in, do this,
do it
while they don't take us serious.
Yeah, and then with even if you do just do don't go full into cosmetology, they have you can get a hair designer license, but you still have to go to school just for actually hair design. That means I'm just the sole hairstylist. You're not learning the whole chemical processing. You're not learning all that, but you're still going to school to get the core values of being a professional cosmetologist.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the business aspect of it, the whole salon aspect of it, how to conduct yourself in a salon, how to use the utensils and the tools and everything.
Barbers got to do it. Yeah. And then you got people here cutting. Yeah, there is a craft.
You have to learn it. So just for it to be able to be so thrown in there like that, it has watered it down.
What I think is, because this happens I think because you have barbers and you have stylists that they're really good at their job. Like they're good at, like they can produce some excellent work. We constantly I watch unlicensed people do beautiful work, gorgeous work, shit that I'd be like, God damn, I need to figure that out. Be serious about it and go get licensed, because what happens is, because you're putting out great work, that does not make you a cosmetologist. Right. That just makes you just put out some good ass work. You know what I'm saying? But, oh, you're fine. That's all that goddamn sangria. Yo, sangria with ice.
Got me feeling nice.
Got you feeling nice. But yeah, so I just think that you put out good work, but it becomes watered down because no one's taking you seriously because you're not even licensed. Like, complete the process and be licensed, be the professional or whatever. But yeah, this whole, I'm going to do my hair. You won't come in and get your hair color because you feel like you could do your own color at home because you know what the fuck you're doing. Because your favorite YouTuber, your favorite TikToker said, just do it like this. That bitch ain't got no license.
Well, I'm gonna say what watered down the hair industry is YouTube University.
Them bitches have no life. Like, real talk, I'm not gonna say that there's not things that I have not learned on YouTube. There's things that I've seen that I can say, yes, I have learned that. That's a good technique. But I'm a professional. But I'm a professional.
Super duper dope.
Yeah.
Techniques and tips and everything that are on there. But for people who don't know and people who just taking it and running with it, it don't fuck the whole game up. Now, in addition to that, YouTube University and do it yourself and all of that and fucking it all up, you have to know
the foundation of it first.
You got to know the foundation.
That's what I'm saying. I literally self-taught nails. I actually went on YouTube. There was professionals and non-professionals. I watched do it just to get tips and tricks. The difference with me being self-taught in certain things from YouTube is because I also have the foundation. I am just taking little tricks, little tips, little this and this and that. You can't get on if you have no foundation in this industry. You don't know nothing about what it's made up of, how this is going to react with what or whatever. You don't even know the goddamn technical terms for it. That is not a good way for you to be. You can't just jump in there and be like, yeah, that's how I'm gonna do my hair. Like it doesn't work like that.
Right.
That's what waters us down.
I think, yeah, definitely what waters us down. Also, people who get into the field just because they think it's good money, who don't have the passion for it. That definitely waters that shit down. It ain't for everybody. I would never try to be a nurse because that ain't in me.
I'm a WebMD. All my shit, I'm gonna be a nurse. My husband tells me all the time. He be like, "Why are you diagnosing yourself?" I'd be like, "I'm just reading this shit, but I'm gonna take my ass to a doctor." But it's literally the same. It's literally the same thing. I always tell my clients, I don't come to your job I don't do your job, so don't quit doing my job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's the same thing of us getting on WebMD and we just gonna patch up our own shit
and call ourselves a nurse or a doctor.
Get your ass to that. Set you an appointment.
Man, listen, it's a craft that you have to learn, and it takes a lot. Like, it takes a lot, and it ain't microwave. It's really not. I feel like a lot of us who are successful and really, really good in the industry and what we do, whether you're licensed or unlicensed, and if you're unlicensed, work on getting licensed.
Yeah.
But that's because the passion is there and it's in us. It's in us. You might have it's bred in you from somewhere.
Yeah.
From somewhere it's bred in you. And it's in you. So why not make it official? Because if not, you half-assing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, mm-hmm.
You literally half-assing. You're half-stepping, you're half-assing, and if you're gonna do it right.
Yeah, I will say cosmetology schools, to me, in this era, are at the absolute worst. They are doing these students a fucking disservice.
Yeah.
They are not, that's watering it down. They get it, these students graduate from cosmetology school, get their, they do complete state board, because I will say this, if the schools aren't preparing them for real life, they're definitely preparing them for state board. They're preparing them for practical and for written. They are fully prepared for that. And we're saying this because we both taught cosmetology school, so we can actually say this. They're preparing them for state board and they're preparing them for that. They're not preparing them for when they get out of school. There are and they're not. It's not even like it's like not even serious. We're not teaching color. We're not teaching the proper way of conducting business. You know, these students, they just want to, I'm going to put some highlights on your head. I'm going to walk away and take my lunch break, and I'm not going to come check these highlights no more. You know, like it's watered down because they're not even taking, the school is not even taking it serious, because they're not even putting in to these students what they need to even be successful. For how the fuck do you think they supposed to come out of school and do a full haircut if all they know how to do is do a blunt cut, perimeter blunt cut? That is it.
Right.
They don't know nothing about elevation,
I feel like,
graduation.
I feel like that's just like regular school. I feel like a lot of teachers don't have the passion for these kids like they used to back in the day. In cosmetology school, I mean regular school too, but in cosmetology school, that's why it takes people like us. Like, if you have the passion for teaching and inspiring and motivating and really digging up in there as stylists, and you want to kind of go another route or do something part-time or whatever, man, go to a cosmetology school and help these babies, help these young ladies or older women, help the ones who are upcoming and are working to become licensed professionals. Like, go to the school. You still in the career. Yeah. You're still in it. You know what I mean? But you have that passion, you have that knowledge, you have that experience to where you can pour into them and teach them the things that go beyond the book, go beyond the surface, because that's what it's going to take.
But I think because regular schools teach to the test, cosmetology schools teach to the test.
Yeah.
No one is thinking about the shit when you get out of school. There is
the real shit.
The real shit.
Yeah, checks and balances and all of that shit.
Yeah, because, and you think about it, these students in cosmetology school, they're used to being supervised, and they're used to an instructor guiding them and telling them, and they don't know how to do it on their own. They can't formulate on their own. They don't know the difference in the different cuts. They don't know the different angles, how to hold their fingers. They don't know any. Because hell, I be watching people, and it's just me, and that's just a pet peeve of mine. You know, that fucking freehand trim. Bitch, if you don't put your goddamn hands on the fingers on that and hold that shit taut and cut that, I don't know what Instagram person and showed y'all, but the Instagram person who did it is probably been doing hair for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. Mm-hmm. They can eyeball that shit, but even then, even most people who still do hair in real life now for social media, and I think that's the difference. For social media, they may freehand cut that. For quick reference purposes, we're going to go ahead and cut that. But real life, real talk, we're holding that hair. Right. We are following a guide. Right. We are looking at our angles. Right. Y'all and it's because I had to show my students, quit doing that shit. If I see another goddamn person do that, girl, that works my damn nerve. That is not how you cut hair.
I also feel like you need to learn when to go straight across and when to round it off and all of that. It's like it's a bunch of different aspects to it that
these students don't know.
That you don't
so that waters it down because they literally don't know how to do anything.
Which here stylists who are posting these reels and giving tips and showing this,
keep that shit in mind.
Do your thing, because the shit be dope. The shit look good. You know, you have a method to it, a technique, and all of that. Like that's super duper dope or whatever. But those who are looking at it thinking I can do what they do or whatever, take into consideration. Take into consideration
because they're trying the same thing you're doing.
If you a hot pocket, you can't do crock pot shit. Like
I did you say a hot pocket?
If you a hot pocket, you can't do crock pot shit. You have to learn and go top of my dome. You have to know how to learn, experience, and go through some shit to be able to just freehand or just do shit like that or whatever. Yeah. You can't just look at this and be like, oh yeah, I can do this. Now, you can practice that because practice makes perfect. If that's something that you want to hone in on and practice and master, by all means, practice that shit. Prove me wrong. It'd be like,
they only been out of haircutting class for 2 days, and now they over here freehanding some shit. Like, you can't do that shit.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Hot pocket.
But you know what else? It bothers me, and it's just maybe it's me because how I was taught. I use certain tools for certain things.
Mm-hmm.
It used to bother me to see my students in there doing haircuts with a rat tail comb.
Yeah,
that bothers the fuck out of me. I don't know who. I know there's some people, some OGs, that's how they cut.
I don't get down like that.
I get a motherfucking comb. We're gonna get an all-purpose cutting comb, and depending on your hair color, will depend on the color of my comb. That's how I roll. Like that's literally how I roll.
So here's the thing: if fresh meat, hot pockets, new school,
we're not gonna call these hot
pockets. Whatever. If you would just be willing to accept help or a constructive criticism instead of just being like, oh, that's old school or whatever, this and that, you would see that a lot of your shit would be
a little more precise. You have a more precise cut, a lot more neat,
easier, neat, like, and you'll see it. Things make sense. Everything ain't just about pop, pop, pop. Yes, we want to work smarter and not harder, but sometimes you have to make it make sense to understand it so that you can get crispness and you can get silkiness and precision and everything, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah, and that's the thing. But everyone, and it's watered down because you think that if I just go in here, I'm going to just do da-da-da-da-da. Now you think you need a full haircut, and you ain't really did shit, because I see still a whole bunch of split ends. This shit ain't even with this side. You hadn't even cross-checked the haircut. Yeah. You have not. It's just, that shit just is like, watered down. That
shit, hold on. That's just like, I've been seeing a lot of people been doing these French cutting, slithering, and calling it layering. Oh my gosh.
No, you just fucking cut frame. You just did some fucking you just do a frame.
I mean, blows my mind.
It's just a face frame.
So I seen it on Instagram.
Are these weaves? Because we've talked about this. A lot of people.
I've seen it on weaves, but I've seen it on regular hair too. I guess it was their regular hair. I don't know. I seen the shit. Okay, and basically they're slithering to frame the face, and they are squaring up and down that they are layering the hair. Like you saw somebody. You saw somebody do it,
baby.
Which is cool. You saw somebody do it, and the shit looks good. Okay, they slayed that shit. It looks good. So now you can do it. Okay, cool. You slayed that shit too. But them ain't layers.
That's just face framing. That is not a fucking layer.
Like, so if you knew better, you could do better, so that you could present yourself as the professional hair care provider that you are, or do you just do hair? Are you just an unlicensed stylist that just do hair?
Remind me of, hey, just cut me 3 layers in the back. I just need 3.
I just need 3.
Cut my 3.
I just need 3.
But it's like watered down because point cutting, that is like, oh my God, how do you do that? Y'all, that should be part of your one-on-one hair cutting. Different techniques, different tools, using different tools. You know how hard it was to get students to get okay with using texturizing shears, using a razor, not understanding the difference between the different chunkers and different texturizing shears by the teeth. That is the different length of the shears. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it is amazing how we have allowed state board to water this industry down. We have allowed influencers and celebrities to dictate how this business is ran. Them bitches don't have licenses, y'all. Them hoes did not go to school. Them hoes did not pay for that shit. They went to a chemist and got a private fucking label, and they said, I want the product to do this, 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 and that. Make that shit up. The chemist made that shit up, which is probably somebody else's product line. Put a label on it, slap $59.99 on that shit, put it in Target, and call it a fucking day. That is exactly what that product is. And I'm not saying that they're not decent products, but what I'm saying is we are allowing other people to come in our industry and make money off of the shit that we live, sleep, eat, and breathe. There's stylists out there who have their own product line. People don't even want to fuck with. I know a stylist right now, been doing hair for years. She has a great curly hair product line. People don't want to buy her shit, but you'll go to Walgreens and spend $100 on another celebrity shit.
Well, they like
this
stylist, crunchy, dry hair.
This stylist is using this shit on you in her own chair. She is showing you how to use it, telling you what to do with it. She can tell you what's in it. Like, this is her bread and this is her baby. She uses it on her own hair, but you won't buy that shit. Like, that part is what's watered down, because we have let people come in our industry and dictate how we run our industry, and don't now want to know how to do hair, and don't now want to have no goddamn license.
Well, on that note, I think I'm gonna piggyback on that and say, in a sense of not knowing nothing about hair, not knowing nothing about the industry or how to do this or that or whatever, when it comes to cosmetology, the hair care, hair tools, hair products, or anything that has watered down the industry, are businesses that open up salons.
Oh, I was about to say that.
Don't know anything.
Oh my God, you took that thought out of my head.
Industry. You're watering it down. You want people to know how to work for you as opposed to be an actual cosmetologist.
Why was that in my head? You have a shitload of salons opening up, and I'm not saying as a salon owner you have to have done hair, but you should, at very least, if you're gonna own a salon and haven't done hair, you should have that motherfucker ran and managed by people who know this industry. That's all I'm saying. And it is watered down because you are opening and owning this salon, trying to tell people that actually do hair, that are licensed, how to fucking do their job. That shit ain't right. And that's watered down.
It's watered down like a motherfucker.
Because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. I'm a firm believer. If you're gonna own some shit, at the very least, if you don't know how to do it, you should at least go get, I don't know, maybe as a salon owner, you should be required for you to know how to do hair. It should be required, because only stylists understand stylists.
Right. So you can't tell me how to work.
You can't tell me how to work. You can't tell me how to do this technique, how to do this. Bitch, you don't know. You ain't did this shit. You ain't stood behind this chair for no 8 hours doing this. You don't know. Oh, well, this the product. I don't want to use that product because I don't like that goddamn product. I don't want that brush because I like this hot iron. I don't want to use that iron. You can't tell me I do this shit and you ain't, baby. Unlicensed.
Yeah, it's sad.
They have really, but I really, really do hate how our industry has,
Gotten to that point.
Yeah. And we have allowed it. So I'm not even, it's not even, it's really
us. We got to beef it back up. We have to beef it back up. But here's the thing. I have faith that it's going to get back better and be more meaty, like it used to be, because it ain't going nowhere.
No, it's not
ain't
going
no
nowhere.
robots or no AI take over this shit.
Mm-mm.
It ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean?
And if y'all start letting robots, do y'all hair, I'm fucking done with you. If y'all let them robots like that robot was putting that lady lashes on, if you let a robot, you ever seen that AI? There's I'm not sure it's real, but there's a robot that was cutting hair. There's a robot that was putting lashes on a woman.
We can't go for that shit. No.
Y'all let a whole robot put some goddamn lashes on.
We can't go for that. We can't listen. And I'm hair, makeup, esthetician, like
nails,
none of that.
all this shit. Yeah.
We have to stand tall and firm in our industry. You understand what I'm saying? We gotta do it.
And honestly, for black hair care, we gotta stop letting them other folks take over our shit.
Oh, well, you know,
it's a
boycott going on right now.
This is our fucking industry.
Yeah, it's a boycott.
We make up more than any. This is our industry, and we can't keep letting other people be in our industry.
But you have to, right? So with that being said, if we're gonna go on that note, let me dive in there that.
Go ahead and jump your ass on in.
We have to have our own supply.
All the products I use, are black owned.
We need to have our own supplies, products, and tools and stuff.
Yeah.
If that's the case. Now, also with that being said, you can't price gouge, which means maybe you may have to collaborate with another one of our kind. You may have to collaborate with another black person so y'all can go in like they do. Because that's how they get that shit dirt cheap.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean?
10 beauty supply stores or 10 salons get together, buy shit in bulk, and then they sell that shit all day long.
Then will I feel like that we as black women will all make the boycott worth it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Otherwise, because they so convenient right there in the hood.
Yeah.
I need some edge control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need some lashes. So we're gonna go get them lashes like that. We're gonna go do it. Like, it's not gonna make a difference until it's there for until we are there for us. Until we have those on every corner. Until we have those that are convenient for us to go to on a whim.
And that's the thing.
And we could buy it for $5.99 as opposed to $10.99.
Yeah, because there are some systemic things, the reason why we can't get the shit that we need to get for our own. But if as collectively, if we all can get together, if you got a product line, you trying to do this and you trying to do that, and we can all try to work together, there's some shit that can happen. I only use black-owned product lines in my salon. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't give a fuck if you like it or you don't like it. I support my people because that's what I carry. So I'm not part of that boycott because I don't buy shit else outside. Anyways, I fuck with my own.
And I'm just saying, like, with any of it. So that's the only way that's gonna work. I'm talking about if we need to go grab some lashes, if we need to grab some control, if we need to grab a comb, if whatever it is.
We buy more shit.
Yeah. Because we need something. Oh, we can run to the hair store real quick. You need some earrings. We don't run to the hair store real quick. We're going to run an eyeliner or this.
We're all guilty of it because that's what's convenient.
Because it's right there and it's convenient. So until we collectively come together and have our own here, we're not going to be able to. We can't.
So then we might need to go back to the whole, all right, y'all come through the salon. Y'all sell us shit. Come walk through here.
I wish they would.
We got lashes. I got liners.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's all I'm trying to say.
Shit, meet me in a parking lot. Open your trunk up. Shit, we can go in the trunk.
Hey, man, because when I say they used to come through with bundles, man, listen, I could go to work knowing that I'm about to get Jodeci, UGK, Jay Holiday, motherfucking Mary J. Blige. I'm gonna get all the mixtape. I'm gonna get all the mix CDs. I'm gonna eat. My kids gonna eat. We're gonna get some dessert. And
probably get a purse.
A purse, maybe some frames.
Oh yeah, you gonna get.
I'm definitely getting some frames. And to top it off, the laundry bundle.
But we also said they also don't steal the way they used to steal either. So a lot of shit we can't get right no more. They don't steal the way they used to steal.
That laundry bundle go hard. You know what I mean? Honey, listen, but
that's the shit. But that's what I'm saying. We have allowed other people to come in our industry and literally tell us, who we can, buy from this person, do this and do that, and it's kind of like, why?
Yeah,
this our shit.
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right.
I like when I'm right.
You're right, Val.
This dirty trick.
Yeah.
Dirty Check Confessions.
I was watching an influencer online do a wolf cut. What's the wolf cut?
So it's
Shaggy?
like shag. It's like kind of old school, like a new school mullet. Kind of like.
Oh, I love it.
Kind of like a new school mullet. Okay. Yeah, but it's really choppy and it's really cute. I like it. Yeah.
Like razor.
Yeah, it really, yeah.
Okay, cool. So I was watching this influencer online doing a wolf cut. I just knew I could do it myself and add a little color. Well, let's just say I fucked my shit up. Now my options are either leave my shit messed up or pay a damn arm and a leg to get it fixed. I'ma just quit trying TikTok DIY shit on my head.
You should. First of all, and the funny thing is, I don't think people realize TikTokers, DIYers, they're showing you some bullshit that they probably watch their stylists do, but they go to get their hair done. They're not doing that shit at home because they getting their hair done.
Because you see the stylist doing the stuff online. I mean, in the salon, and then you see those doing their hair in their bathroom in the medicine cabinet mirror.
My best friend's prime example. This motherfucker will cut her bang and be like, "Well, the girl online did it and it looked easy." Goddamn well. And then she comes in, "Well, can you fix them?" Right. Why didn't you call me before you cut them?
Right.
She know who the hell she is, Tab. Right. I'm going to tell on her. Because she will cut her bangs in a minute and be like, "Oh, what a girl."
And I ain't even going to say I don't understand why she didn't think she could do it because the wolf was like Shaggy because I used to cut my own hair. I used to stand in the mirror.
Were you licensed?
Cabinet. I mean, yeah.
Okay, so then you don't count.
I used to cut my own hair, and the shag is pretty much kind of like, I want to say, the easiest cut that you could probably do. Well, not the easiest, but the easy cut that you could do on your own.
Because as long as it's a bunch of layers, you can kind of make it.
A bunch of layers, and you leave it in the back.
Yeah, you can kind of make it work.
I get it. Been there, done that. But that YouTube, that online university shit, not online university, but that social media university, YouTube university, TikTok DIY, like all of that shit, like leave it to the professionals, please. Please leave it to the professionals.
Y'all hoes is gonna be bald headed.
If it's simple stuff, okay. All right. I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a builder, but if I'm looking at something on TikTok and I'm like, oh, that look easy. That's a nice craft idea or whatever.
Correct.
I might try to do that shit or whatever. I'm not a baker. I can cook my ass off. I'm not a baker. But if you show me out, and I can't wait to try it. Like,
right.
This nigga was making this pound cake and he made it so simple.
You like, I'm trying that shit.
I'm definitely trying. He like these 8 ingredients or however many ingredients. He like this. Put this in here. Put this.
Yeah, but that's stuff that you're also familiar. But you're okay. So let me tell you. You can cook though, right?
Yeah.
It's some shit you're familiar with. Like we get on there, this mechanic stuff. My husband is very hands on, so it's shit he's familiar with. He just kind of maybe like needs to kind of like, let me just make sure I got that right. I understand that. I'm not saying that you can't get tips and tricks from YouTube or tips and tricks from TikTok because we all can learn something. But when you going in and doing a full, because remember when you cut that shit, we can't put it back. Right. Then if you're doing color, that's a whole nother chemical process that you don't really understand what can happen. How many times have you seen somebody who got online to do, I'm going to lighten my hair. And then, but I'm going to lighten it again. I'm going to do 3 processes. And then I feel like, I probably need a relaxer. That shit happens all day long.
Now your shit on the floor.
Now your shit is on the floor. You blonde. That blonde hair is on the floor though, but it's blonde. You see what I'm saying? Like, you don't even have a foundation to base it off of. Cooking, I mean, outside of you catching salmonella or some shit, like, it's not going to kill, or you burning down your kitchen, this right. Not, but you have a foundation basis for it.
Right.
Even building shit, if we built our dining room table, but we also have a foundation for it because him and I are like, we're just handy people. You don't know how to fucking do hair.
I mean,
just let this
just stick to what you know.
Stick to what you know.
And go to the professionals.
Yeah.
Stick to what you know.
Because it's gonna cost you more. It literally costs you more.
So yeah, it collectively overall, it's a lot of shit that don't water down our industry. It's a lot. I also feel like what has watered down our industry is the lack of self-respect that a lot of young stylists have for themselves as well as their.
Yeah.
And that is extremely unfortunate,
Yeah.
Because we want to build y'all up, but y'all, we ain't got to tear y'all down because y'all tearing yourselves down. Y'all don't know how to conduct yourself. You don't know how to talk to people. You don't know how to respect your elders. You don't know how to respect yourself.
Right.
Not everyone, but those who do. So that has definitely watered down the industry because nobody can take you seriously.
Yeah, I think we there's so many things to contribute to the water down. Something, and honestly, like when it comes like when we talk about state, that's something that, legislative wise, we have to fight. But I'm talking to me as well. Do better at fighting that fight. You get what I'm saying? For me, I feel like I need to do better as far as TDLR. If TDLR has like a board meeting or something like that in conjunction of what we got going on, we should probably be attending that shit. It's kind of like being on your school board or your PTA. You complain about the shit that's happening at your school, but you're not really going to it and doing a bad thing about it. And I'm guilty of it. So we all have allowed this. So I think if we did more standing up, more fighting for what's ours in this industry, and for it to be stricter on the license, because I actually wouldn't mind you being stricter on license. I honestly, like, I've never, and I'm a person who fucking hate rules. I don't like the man in my business. I don't like the folks telling me what to do. But when it comes to this industry, and it also comes down to the safety of people. Like, people don't realize when you don't know this shit, you can really do some serious ass damage to people.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I mean, and people just thinking, well, it's just a fucking haircut. You can do some serious damage if you don't know what the hell you're doing. So,
haircutting, chemicals,
all of that. Even massage therapists. People out here doing goddamn massages. Like, so do you think those people are? And I'm saying, and I include all these people because they all fit within our beauty industry. Have you seen those massage therapists that I wonder if they're licensed? Those sensual type massages.
Happy ending?
Them happy endings where I'm like, I don't know if my husband gonna let me go to that because he is like all up in them good and they not even really officially having sex, but he rubbing the shit out of her. But to me,
I don't know.
But just think about it. But to me, my opinion, that also waters that part of that industry down. Mm-hmm. Because if you read the comments, people that are professional massage therapists are doing they're doing professional massages, whether it's medical or whatever. They know with muscles, with bones, with nerve. They know all about the body. And then you get online and you see this dude, this girl ass up in the air, and he just massage. Now that shit look good and it feel good, and I'm like, well, shit, I need one of them. But it's not. It to me it waters it down because people think when they go get a massage, that's the kind of massage. That's a professional massage. And my massage therapist. And as much as I've thought about maybe I should leave my husband for this massage therapist because she can rub the shit out of my body and I love her to death. Oh, Yvette is good. Oh, that woman makes me feel good. She better not toot my ass up in the air and start rubbing on me.
I think that niggas who do that shit is really just
is it just for clout?
I think it's just for I think it's to set themselves apart. Like these are sensual massages only. Sensual. I'm sensual or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that those are something that everybody would just look and say if they get in a massage, they would expect to get that type.
I don't think that that's what happened, but we're talking about minds of people that they don't, you know what I'm saying? If they've never had a massage before, that may be their
cheeks like that and just do
but that may be their first introduction to a massage. Real, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how we were saying, taking consideration, you freehand cutting. Taking consideration, they might have never had a massage. That may be their first introduction to a massage, and that's what they think massage therapists do. That is not what they do.
Well, they need to go to, they need to go to that particular masseuse.
Because I can't go to him because I'd be in fucking divorce. Go to him, but you know what I'm saying? Because he's up in it, and again, it looks good. It looks fun. You know what I'm saying? If you about that, it looks fun. But I just think that it may put, when you post things like that on social media, and it could just be for click or for whatever, for likes, but that also kind of waters down because people think that that's kind of what we do and that's kind of how it goes, and that may not be it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just for, and it could just be literally online for entertainment. But everybody don't take it as entertainment.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Okay. I'm just using other industries within our industry to kind of give you an example of what I'm saying? Right. Because it's more than just hair. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
We're going into that fuck that formula of the week.
Fuck that formula of the week. I'm gonna find a different song, y'all. I
want you to find a different song. Oh, Jim and the Hologram. Oh, shit.
She just sleepy. She just sleepy. Sangria kicked in. She's sleepy.
Cheap doesn't mean cheap doesn't mean skill, and clout doesn't equal credibility. Stop watering down the industry by normalizing basement prices, DIY shortcuts, Instagram expertise with no training. Respect the craft, invest in real education, and know the difference between a professional and a pretender. The industry only holds value if we keep it valuable.
Boom.
I mean, straight like that.
That's a mic drop.
That is. I ain't got nothing else to say.
Yes, I think for us, if we all, me, you included, if we really take, whether we're teaching at schools, whether we're mentoring, whether we're coaching, whether we're just working behind the chair, whether we're owning a salon, whatever that may be, I think if everyone just takes it seriously and everyone puts in the effort as far as becoming licensed, if you're a salon owner, if you're not licensed, either gearing to getting licensed or at least understanding the industry, or hiring people that can help you in this industry. And I mean hiring somebody that fucking knows the industry, not no bullshitter. Somebody who actually knows what the fuck they're doing, who have experience running a salon. Hiring teachers, training, because you know what, in the state of Texas, and I took full advantage of it. You don't have to have a cosmetology instructor no more.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And this is the funny thing.
I had no understanding of that. That's crazy.
So I went in I started teaching. I took a full advantage of not having an instructor's license, and I was pretty good at it. But I am a firm believer. We need to have instructor license. I should have had an instructor's license.
Yeah.
And I'm the one that took advantage of it. And we need instructor license.
Right.
Because everybody can't teach, and everyone
listen. Because that's
I thought you was sleepy.
I'm sorry, I was, but I had to hop on it. I was just sleepy, but I had to hop on that real quick because you said everybody is not a teacher, and man, when I say everybody wants to do a fucking master class and a training, and everybody wants to be a teacher and do these classes and charge all this money and all of that, and that just blows my mind too. Like, I'm going to need you to master the craft.
Yeah.
I'm going to need you to master the craft. Master the craft before you teach it.
Yeah.
Or consider yourself an educator in that manner.
Yeah.
Or get you an educator's license, or at least have the experience in these different things so that you can consider yourself an educator.
Yeah.
In that. Because goodness gracious, everybody's doing courses, classes, master classes.
The only reason why, honestly, I was able, because I did teach for a company before. So, and I taught for a company for a few years. So that's the kind of the only reason why it was kind of easy for me to transition. But you need a license. You should have an instructor's license.
Yeah.
And you should
have an instructor license, but at the least, as far as right now, it's
the classes and coaching and stuff.
Master the craft first.
Yep.
And know how to fucking talk to people.
I think what also happens when these people who are teaching classes that have not mastered it, to me, it's more of a money grab. That's just my opinion. I feel like I'm going to teach this class for $500 and I'm going to teach it. I may not really know what the fuck I'm talking about. I really may not know anything about this product. I don't even know the technical terms or even really how to cut this. But I'm gonna cut it, make it look good enough to where I can charge you $500 for this class, and I'm no longer working behind the chair because I'm just gonna eat up these $500 per
yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But that's what's happening.
Yeah, that's crazy. And if you're and if you're a company or a salon or whatever the case may be, and you're doing these things and you're educating and all that kind of stuff, master the craft. Know what you're talking, and know how to communicate and know how to communicate. Know how to be personable, so the people who you are teaching or the people who you are supposed to be inspiring and all this kind of stuff, so they can know how to be receptive of you. Okay. I've been to a training. When I went to a training class to learn how to do the micro locks and everything, it was so thorough and so it was intense, but in a good way. Like, I was excited.
She went into detail and really
detail the history of things and how to do this and hands on and everything. Like, and was going back and forth like 101. Like, you have to know how to communicate with people in order to be able to be successful in conducting courses and classes and teaching and all that kind of stuff.
And I know some of y'all feelings. I know there's gonna be somebody that sees this that's like this.
I mean, it is what it is.
And your feelings gonna be hurt. And boo, I'm gonna tell you, I don't really give a fuck, but. Because I don't. It's my opinion. I don't really give a fuck, and I'm gonna say
this is our opinion.
This is my opinion.
But a lot of y'all can agree, and a lot of y'all can disagree.
If you got a problem, tag us.
Yeah,
tag us if you got a problem.
I mean, yeah, straight like that. But a lot of y'all can attest as well. Like, I ain't told no lie.
Yeah.
I ain't told no
tag
lie.
me if you got. Do a whole video when you do it and you get mad. please do a whole video content ranting and raving about what we said, and then make sure you tag the podcast and tag her individually and me individually. I want all that smoke. Please, please, please.
We're gonna smoke
all that smoke. We're gonna smoke for you. Because we want all that smoke. I'm gonna probably take an edible, but she gonna smoke for us. We want all that shit. Tag me. I'm still gonna say what the fuck I said.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, we said what we said.
Mm-hmm. She's sleepy.
Let's go. Let's go.
We're going, y'all. So if you have anything to say about this week's episode, if you like it, dislike it, I don't give a shit. But if you got something to say, you want to reach out to us, please send us your dirty chair confessions. Let us know what your experience is in the chair or behind the chair. You can reach out to us at talk@fthairformula.com. You can hit us up on Instagram and TikTok, as well as follow us, like, subscribe, share on YouTube and on Spotify. Until next week, we'll be back talking shit. Y'all, let's take back control of this goddamn industry.
Yeah, we got to.
We got to. It's ours.
We got to beef it back up.
Hell, we spend all the money in it. This shit.
We got to beef it back up, man.
Let's own it and don't give it back to nobody else.
Because it's ours.
Because it's ours.
That's right.
All right, guys. Peace out.